Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something to go over from Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor, hit that like button to help the channel out. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge. We're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, that said, here we go. So, caps, as we normally do, the ECs will be dropped on the latest, and we'll at the end give our conclusion. So, first up, hello, Captain. Star Trek Online will have maintenance, or it had maintenance, because as the drop of this video, this was yesterday. And of course, it is to add all the new content that is coming, and we've already went through these two blogs here, and of course, that'll be in the video that we can add at the end card. So there's that. Next here, this is for my console capsule. Legendary ships for legendary adventures. The legendary bundles will be 35% off on Xbox and on PlayStation on the console bridge this week. So save 35%. So that's the best sale. Now, we did a recent video on our recommendations for that, so I will actually link that also at the end of the video. But it is saving 35% on all the legendary bundles we've released so far, including the returning of the best one, which is the 10 ship anniversary one. So the date for this is June 3rd, and it goes up to June 8th. So there's a bit of a time here, caps, for you to get this. Again, saving 35%. So we've been through that. Again, I will just link the video that we did recently on what bundles we recommend, or the top bundles we recommend. So there's that. Next up here is the patch notes. I will go through here. So on PC. So this was yesterday. So again, the new release of Heart of the Matter update. So the new mini episode, All That Matter. So as of recording this video, we actually just did the episode there on the stream last night, and which will upload our playthrough there, and you'll hear my thoughts, captains. And I encourage you to watch it, especially at the end where I give my final thoughts. But they weren't kidding when they said mini episode, and I definitely have thoughts on that. But anyways, so missing Lucard Protomatter has been intercepted by Rogue Zinkethi Group. Join Captain Nethpar and Admiral Kamarke in tracking it down and retrieving this most valuable resource. And there's a new task force operation so that we're going to be trying today to see what this is all about. It's called the Devil's Heart. So it says join Iconian Alliance engineer Navala in battle against the Control Borg inside their alternate dimension version of a Dyson Sphere. A most prized artifact is at stake, a shard of the Devil's Heart gem. This is a 5-captain ground TFO. Get your crew together to defeat the Control Borg before it's too late. And there's a new appointment event, of course. It's called Heart of the Matter. By playing either of the release missions, which is either the mini episode or the task force operation, you can earn a daily progress towards unlocking the awe-inspiring Kida's Boon space set for all your characters on your account. Of course, we've already gone to the Endeavor system update. That'll be in the probably in the video below, description below. We'll link it down there. But we've gone through that already, and I had thoughts on that. I even separated that from all the new stuff because, yeah, that's a lot of points. Of course, the Vermilion Battlecruiser is now live, and in general, fixed an error that was preventing cannons from being used on the legendary Akira multi-mission command cruiser. So that's awesome. We pointed it out a week ago that when stuff broke, that was one of the things that broke. I'm not sure if the names yet of the ships that were mislabeled have been fixed, but at least the legendary Akira can now go back to using cannons, because I know there's actually some captains who told me in some of the comments that their cannons unequipped from their ship. So at least that is now fixed. Lastly, resolve an issue where certain characters couldn't be logged into. The loading screen would freeze around 40% and never finish. That's a scary thought. I'm not even gonna lie, captains. That definitely is a scary thought. So glad that is. I never experienced that, to be honest, but at least that's taken care of. So next up, As we are preparing the launch of Heart of the Matter on PC, the Ferengate merchants are letting you know that they're putting a 15% sale on keys. Of course, this is on PC again. So 15% on keys, and the keyring bundle is back. So from June 3rd to June 8th on PC. Along with that, you can get the keyring bundle for the $22.50. Of course, this keyring bundle does include that Ultimate Tech upgrade, which of course you can go instantly to Mark 15 Epic Gold quality for zero dilithium cost. And again, that is from June 3rd, so as a drop of this video, and also goes up to June 8th. So there is that. And lastly, oh, here we go. Our new update is now live. Enjoy a new mini, yes, mini, emphasis on mini, episode of the new TFO and other updates. Dive in and earn an awe-inspiring new space set during the accompanying event. We go here. So Star Trek Online Heart of the Matter is live. So the ramp-up of the multiversal war is in full swing. Borg incursions are multiplying by the stardate, with infighting amongst Borg factions from multiple different realities. That's a scary thought. In the aftermath of Runia's betrayal that has shaken the galaxy to its core, Alliance forces rally to defend the quadrants. With the Etherians, or Borkonians, machinations exposed, insidious plans and secret undertakings are beginning to come to light. Now, allies old and new must unite in order to safeguard hard-won peace before chaos can take its place. Join Zenkethi Captain Nethpar, Lucaria Admiral Komarke, and alternate universe Iconian engineer Navala in taking down enemies and securing some of the galaxy's most important resources. Again, new episode, Task Force Operation, we already went through that. There's a disclaimer here, check that out. Disclaimer, some scenes in the Devil's Heart TFO include bright lights and flashes. Viewer discretion for photosensitive players is advised. Well, that's good of them to actually put that, to be honest. Of course, the new event is Heart of the Matter, so by playing either of the release missions, you can earn daily progress towards unlocking the awe-inspiring Kidda's Boon space set for all your characters on your account. So the Kidda's Boon set focuses on subsystem power level manipulation, which means draining your enemies' power levels, thus weakening them and gaining that power for yourself. You gain the ability to heal your ship's hull with drain abilities, and equipping the full Kidda's Boon set grants you the Devil's Kiss power. This lets you drain nearby enemy subsystems levels while also adding them to your own, overcharging your ship with excess power. That excess power gets released after a short time, resulting in a massive explosion around your ship. I never really liked those types of mechanics, in all honesty, but here is the Devil's Kiss. To target 49.9 antiproton damage every 1 second for 10 seconds. To target minus 15.2 all power systems every second. To increase current subsystems level by 3 every second. After 10 seconds, release excess energy in an explosive manner, dealing 1 antiproton damage and knocking back nearby element. That might get scaled if you have more stuff boosting antiproton, but that's hilarious. Causes drain abilities to heal your starship's hull. So the set consists of 3 pieces. Okay, Kidda's Control Antiproton Beam Array, so more antiproton beam weaponry. Kidda's Portal Transphasic Torpedo Launcher, and Console Universal Kidda's Promise. So first, the beam array has no weapon power cost, allowing you to maximize your damage output, while also granting you a small chance of increasing all your subsystem power levels by 10 for 10 seconds. There is the anti-proton damage, and of course that proc for it there. I'm interested in this, the transphasic torpedo launcher, but let's be honest, transphasic torpedoes have not been the best, but we'll see. So Kidda's Portal Transphasic Torpedo Launcher pierces 40% of your enemy's shields and has a chance of granting you Torpedo Transport Warhead 3. I was really excited about that power when I heard Intel had it, but visually it's really nothing. All that happens is you see a number counting down on a ship and that's it, a little tiny explosion. I don't know, I guess the idea was great, but the execution, visualization, not so much. So it grants you transport warhead 3, letting you teleport your torpedo directly inside your enemy's starship, dealing devastating damage and possibly knocking out one of their subsystems offline. If anything, this should already just knock out, not possibly just knock it out. But so it has a 90-degree targeting arc, so 3,000 kinetic damage there. There's a 20% chance to gain a torpedo transport warhead 3. I mean, I think they should up that, to be honest. Next torpedo gains, of course, 360 targeting arc. Wow, there you go. Oh yeah, that's of course the transport warhead, that's why. 100% shield penetration, 20% chance to knock a random subsystem out. So after transport, there will be a fuse timer, 2 to 6 seconds. That's all you see, really, and then a little explosion, depending on the warhead type, before detonation occurs. Additional effects vary based on torpedo energy type. And of course, again, part of the set. So now into the console. So last but not least, the kit has promised Universal Console. Grants you increased control over your ship's power flow, bonus to anti-proton damage, and a constant increase to all subsystem levels. So 46.6% anti-proton damage, plus 5 current and maximum all subsystem power, plus 70 power transfer rate, minus 15 weapon power cost. I mean, sounds good, but nothing to write home about, because I don't use anti-proton damage, to be honest. But if you're a new captain, all of these will be useful. Definitely will be useful if you're a newer captain. Of course, we already know the Infinity Lockbox update with the Vermilion Battlecruiser, and of course the Pendever update as well. So captains, are you ready to get to the heart of the matter? So that is essentially all for the updates here on the X-Feed. Captains, I'm probably going to give my overall thoughts in another video once I've done the actual new TFO, but I feel like this is very, very small update in my honest opinion. I'm grateful we have the update, the new story, but like I said, they were not kidding when they said mini episode. But do us a favor, captains, comment below, let us know your thoughts on that episode. But again, I will be posting that playthrough. It'll probably be going out probably in the next 2, 3, 4 hours on the channel. I'm going to get this out first and then have the playthrough come out as well, because we already did that. So hit the like button on this video to help this video and also the overall channel. It'd be much appreciated. And of course, if you're new, captain, consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, and we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.